Jack Snow is P8. Teo Valduris is first. Andreas Marcinez in turn 1 is P5. Lazaros Savadis from Greece in Rabbitier is 15. Vasilis Pernitsis from Greece is P17. Lazaros Savadis in turn 6 is 16. Lazaros Savadis lost 16th to Jack Snow. Lazaros Papanikos in turn 8 is P19. George Pasoloulis from Greece is P19. Dotsamauchos in turn 2 is 9, 0.3 ahead of K. Bevaudas. K. Bevaudas in turn 4 is P10, 0.4 behind D. Dotsamauchos. Andreas Marcinez is 12, 0.2 ahead of Jack Snow. Jack Snow in turn 9 is P13. Lazaros Savadis is 15. Madnul GR from Greece in turn 2 on lap 3 is P18, 0.3 behind Agelos Megaloulis. Vasilis Pernitsis in the Omega is 19, 0.4 behind Madnul GR. Teo Valduris in turn 8 on lap 3 is P4, 0.1 behind Equalz. K. Bevaudas from Greece in turn 9 is 11, 0.3 ahead of Andreas Marcinez. Andreas Marcinez was 76.4 faster last lap. Andreas Marcinez is 12, 0.4 behind K. Bevaudas. Lazaros Papanikos in turn 2 is 15, 0.3 behind A. Kalogeropoulos. Lazaros Papanikos is now 14. A. Kalogeropoulos is P14, 0.2 behind Lazaros Papanikos. Spiros Kyprios in turn 4 is 21st. Spiros Kyprios passed George Pasoloulis for P20. Jack Snow in turn 9 is P9. Andreas Marcinez is P11, 0.4 behind K. Bevaudas. Lazaros Papanikos in Rabbit's Ear on lap 5 is 12, 0.2 behind Andreas Marcinez. Agelos Magoulis in turn 3 is 16, 0.4 behind Lazaros Savides. Agelos Magoulis is now 14. Teo Alturis in turn 9 is P3, 0.3 behind Calcium Source. Teo Alturis passed Calcium Source for second. Calcium Source is P3. Lazaros Papanikos in turn 1 is P10, 0.1 behind Andreas Marcinez. K. Bevaudas in turn 2 is 16, 0.5 behind Vasilis Pernitsis. Agelos Magoulis in Budweiser Balcony is P12, 0.4 behind Pyrgos Parasitis. Vasilis Pernitsis is 15. Vasilis Pernitsis passed Lazaros Savides for P14. Lazaros Savides in turn 9 is P15, 0.3 behind Vasilis Pernitsis. K. Bevaudas from Greece is P16 battling Lazaros Savides. K. Bevaudas passed Lazaros Savides for 15. Spiros Kyprios in turn 2 is P16, 0.3 behind K. Bevaudas. Agelos Magoulis is P11, 0.3 behind A. Kalogeropoulos. Agelos Magoulis is now 10. Lazaros Papanikos in repass pass on lap 7 is 11, 0.3 behind Agelos Magoulis. P1LZ entering the pits is P4. Agelos Magoulis in turn 9 is 11, 0.2 behind Lazaros Papanikos. Agelos Magoulis is now P10. Vasilis Pernitsis in turn 1 is 13, 0.2 behind K. Bevaudas. Vasilis Pernitsis lost 13th to Spiros Kyprios. Algerius from Greece is P18, 0.2 behind Matt Wolf Gr. Andreas Marcinez in turn 5 is 8th, 0.3 behind D. Samouchos. Spiros Kyprios in repass passes 13, 0.2 behind K.Bevaudas. Spiros Kyprios passed K.Bevaudas for P12. K.Bevaudas in turn 9 is 13. 0.5 behind Spiros Kyprios. Madwulf GR is P17 battling Achurias. LZ exiting pits. Madwulf GR lost 17th to Achurias. Dotsamauchos in turn 3 is 8. 0.4 behind Andreas Marcinez. Spiros Kyprios in turn 5 is 12. 0.5 behind A. Kalogeropoulos. K.Bevaudas in turn 8 on lap 9 is 13. 0.4 behind Spiros Kyprios. Spiros Kyprios was 74.2 faster last lap. Ilias Iapis from Greece is 5th. 0.2 behind Diego Aranguren. A. Kalogeropoulos is P12. A. Kalogeropoulos is now P11. Lazaros Papanikos is 9. 0.5 behind D. Dotsamauchos. Achurias entering the pits is P19. Spiros Kyprios is P15. 0.7 behind Lazaros Savadis. D. Dotsamauchos in turn 1 is P8. 0.1 behind Lazaros Papanikos. Vasilis Pernitsis in Rabbit's ear is P11, 0.4 behind A. Kalogeropoulos. Vasilis Pernitsis is now 10. Achurias exiting pits. Ilias Iapis exiting pits. Giannis Papavenses is second, 1.3 behind Teo Valduriz. Lazaros Savadis in turn 5 is 13. 0.4 behind A. Kalogeropoulos. Spiros Kyprios exiting pits. Madwulf GR exiting pits. Giannis Papavenses is 9. 2.8 ahead of Vasilis Pernitsis. Giannis Papavenses exiting pits. Giannis Papavenses lost P10 to K.Bevaudas. D. Dotsamauchos in turn 2 is P8, 0.2 behind Agelos Magooulis. D. Dotsamauchos is now P7. Vasilis Pernitsis in the Omega on lap 12 is 9, 0.4 behind Lazaros Papanikos. K.Bevaudas in turn 5 on lap 12 is P10, 0.4 behind Vasilis Pernitsis. Vasilis Pernitsis was 74.3 faster last lap. Giannis Papavenses in turn 8 is 11, 0.3 behind K. Bebaudas. K. Bebaudas is 9, 0.3 behind Vasilis Fernitsis. Teo Valduris exiting pits. Teo Valduris in turn 2 is 9, 0.1 behind K. Bebaudas. Giannis Papavenses in the Omega is P10, 0.1 behind Teo Valduris. Lazaros Papanikos exiting pits. Diego Aranguren is third, 0.5 behind Jack Snow. Vasilis Fernitsis in turn 8 is P8, 0.1 behind K. Bebaudas. Andreas Marcinis entering the pits is P4. Stelios Sardaklis entering the pits is 18. Andreas Marcinis is P4. Teo Valduris in turn 9 is 11, 0.7 ahead of Giannis Papavenses. Teo Valduris is now P8. Calcium Source is 10. Calcium Source exiting pits. Andreas Marcinis exiting pits. Agelos Megalulis is 14. Stelios Sardaklis exiting pits. Agelos Megalulis exiting pits. Agelos Megalulis lost 14 to Girgos Parasitis. Teo Valduris in turn 5 on lap 14 is P8, 0.4 behind Lazaros Savadis. Lazaros Savadis in turn 8 is 8, 0.1 behind Teo Valduris. Lazaros Savadis lost P8 to Giannis Papavenses. Lazaros Papanikos is 16. Lazaros Papanikos passed Agelos Megalulis for 15. Lazaros Savadis is P12, 3.0 behind Iliasiapis. Stelios Sardaklis from Greece is P19. Jack Snow is P1. Diego Aranguren entering the pits is P2. Lazaros Savadis exiting pits. George Vassilioulis in Monroe Ridge is P10. Vasilis Fernitsis is 7. Giannis Papavenses in Castral Corner is P5, 0.9 behind Teo Valduris. Jack Snow exiting pits. Iliasiapis in turn 1 is 9, 0.2 behind Jack Snow. Diego Aranguren exiting pits. Algerius in turn 9 is 20th. Vasilis Fernitsis exiting pits. Algerius passed Stelios Sardaklis for 19. Teo Valduris passes 5th. Calogero Colas in turn 9 on lap 16 is P5 battling Teo Valduras. K.Bevaudas in turn 2 on lap 17 is second, 0.4 behind D. Samauchos. Madhulk GR is 21st, 0.3 behind Stelios Sardaklis. K.Bevaudas in turn 8 is P2. Best lap is a 1:13.883. Here goes Parasitis in turn 5 is 12, 0.5 behind Diego Aramburu. Here goes Parasitis is now P11. Vasilis Pernitsis in turn 8 is P15, 0.2 behind Lazaros Papanikos. Vasilis Pernitsis passed Lazaros Papanikos for P14. Lazaros Papanikos is 15, 0.4 behind Vasilis Pernitsis. Diego Aranguren in turn 2 is P13, 0.5 behind Agelos Megalilis. Diego Aranguren is now P12. Vasilis Pernitsis in the Omega is 13, 0.5 behind Diego Aranguren. Giannis Papavensis in turn 2 is third, 0.5 behind K.Bevaudas. Diego Aranguren on lap 18 is 12, 0.3 behind Girgos Parasitis. Diego Aranguren is now P13. Andreas Marcinez in Rabbit's Ear on lap 19 is 10, 0.3 behind George Vazoulis. Andreas Marcinez passed George Vazoulis for 9. Here goes Parasitis in turn 2 is 12, 0.2 ahead of Diego Aranguren. Spiros Kyprios is P15, 0.3 behind Lazaros Papanikos. Valduris from Greece in turn 2 is third, 0.3 behind Giannis Papavensis. Diego Aranguren in turn 9 is P13. Here goes Parasitis from Nepal is P10. Vasilis Pernitsis from Greece in turn 2 is 4th, 2.9 ahead of Spiros Kyprios. Giannis Papavensis from Greece in turn 1 is 14th. Here goes Parasitis exiting pits. Teo Valdouris from Greece in Raventia is 15th, 0.4 behind Giannis Papavensis. Teo Valdouris is now 14th. D. Dotsamauchos from Greece in turn 4 is P15, 0.4 behind Teo Valdouris. Diego Aranguren in Castral corner on lap 3 is P8, 0.1 behind Lazaros Papanikos. Giannis Papavensis is P13, 0.2 behind Lazaros Savanes. Giannis Papavensis is now 12. K. Van Out is entering the pits is P16. D. Dotsamauchos is P15, 0.2 behind Lazaros Savanes. D. Dotsamauchos passed Lazaros Savanes for P14. Teo Valdouris in turn 3 is P13, 0.5 behind Giannis Papavensis. P1LZ exiting pits. K. Vav is exiting pits. Lazaros Papanikos from Greece in turn 1 is 6th. P1LZ exiting pits. George Vasiloulis is P11. George Vasiloulis exiting pits. George Vasiloulis lost P14 to Lazaros Savanes. Teo Valdouris in turn 2 is P12, 0.4 behind Giannis Papavensis. Calcium source is 15, 0.6 behind Lazaros Savanes. A. Kologeropoulos exiting pits. Lazaros Savanes from Greece in turn 8 is P15 battling calcium source. Here goes Parasitis in turn 6 is P18 battling Andreas Marcinez. Teo Valdouris on lap 5 is P12, 0.5 behind Giannis Papavensis. Parasitis in turn 2 is 18, 0.5 behind Andreas Marcinez. Teo Valdouris in turn 9 is 12, 0.5 behind Giannis Papavenses. D. Dotsamauchos is P15, 0.3 behind Lazaros Savades. Giannis Papavenses in turn 2 is P11, 0.5 ahead of Teo Valduris. Andreas Marcinis from Greece is 13, 2.4 behind Teo Valduris. Andreas Marcinis lost 15 to George Vassilios. D. Dotsamauchos exiting pits. Giannis Papavenses in turn 9 is P11, 0.5 behind Stelios Sardaklios. Giannis Papavenses is now P10. Vasilis Pernitsis is P4, 0.1 behind Spiros Kyprios. Teo Valduris and Rabbitier is P11, 0.4 behind Giannis Papavenses. Vasilis Pernitsis from Greece is 4th, 0.5 behind Spiros Kyprios. Vasilis Pernitsis lost 5th to Lazaros Papanikos. LZ from Italy in turn 8 is 21st, 0.5 behind K. Vamautas. LZ passed K. Vamautas for 20th. K. Vamautas from Greece on lap 6 is P21, 0.3 behind LZ. Matt Gr entering the pits is P16. Here goes Parasitis is P18. Here goes Parasitis is now 17. Teo Valduris from Greece in turn 6 is P10, 0.6 behind Giannis Papavenses. Magul Gr exiting pits. Stelios Sardaklis from Greece in turn 7 is 12, 0.4 behind Calcium Source. Teo Valduris in turn 2 is 10, 0.7 behind Giannis Papavenses. Diego Arunguran in turn 8 is 7, 1.2 behind Vasilis Pernitsis. Teo Valduris in turn 9 is P10, 0.3 behind Giannis Papavenses. Augurius from Greece in turn 2 is 9, 3.6 ahead of Giannis Papavenses. Augurius is now in. Teo Vauduris on lap 10 is 10, 0.5 behind Giannis Papavenses. Calcium source is P11. Lazaros Papanikos in Rabbit's Ear is 5th, 0.5 behind Spiros Kyprios. Lazaros Papanikos pass Spiros Kyprios for P4. Giannis Papavenses from Greece in turn 2 is 10th battling Teo Vauduris. Giannis Papavenses passed Teo Vauduris for 9. Augurius in turn 5 is P9, 0.1 behind Giannis Papavenses. Augurius lost 9th to Teo Vauduris. Calcium source in turn 7 on lap 11 is P11, 0.5 behind Augurius. Calcium source passed Augurius for P10. Basilis Pernitsis in the Omega is 6th, 1.1 behind Spiros Kyprios. Spiros Kyprios from Greece is P5. Basilis Pernitsis in turn 2 is 6th, 1.3 behind Spiros Kyprios. Spiros Kyprios is P5, 0.5 behind Lazaros Papanikos. Calcium source is 10, 0.3 behind Diego Aranguren. Calcium source past Diego Aranguren for 9. Spiros Kyprios is 5th, 0.5 behind Lazaros Papanikos. Lazaros Papanikos is 5th. Lazaros Papanikos is now P6. Lazaros Papadikos passed Vasilis Pernitsis for 4th. Teo Halduris on lap 14 to 7th, 0.5 behind Vasilis Pernitsis. K.Vavoutis is P20, 0.5 behind Girgos Parousidis. K.Vavoutis passed Girgos Parousidis for 19. Teo Halduris is 7, 0.1 behind Vasilis Pernitsis. Teo Halduris passed Vasilis Pernitsis for P6. Giannis Papavensis in turn 2 on lap 15 is 5th, 0.4 behind Lazaros Papanikos. Calcium source is P8, 0.4 behind Vasilis Pernitsis. Calcium source passed Vasilis Pernitsis for P7. Andreas Marcinis in turn 2 is 15, 0.5 behind George Vassiloulis. Andreas Marcinis passed George Vassiloulis for P14. George Vassiloulis from Greece is 15, 0.4 behind Andreas Marcinis. Girgos Parousidis is P20, 0.5 behind K.Vavoutis. Girgos Parousidis passed K.Vavoutis for P19. Spiros Kyprios in turn 9 is 15. Spiros Kyprios is now 15. Spiros Kyprios entering the pits is P16. Teo Halduris in the sweeper is P6, 2.5 behind Lazaros Papanikos.